Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. This is K Rev, and welcome to K's Couch. I am so happy and honored to be here with everyone this evening. Listen, it's been a really interesting day, very interesting day. This is very fascinating on how things try to come up to hinder you from going forward on a lot of different things. But, you have to persevere anyway. That's how life is. Life does not come with instructions. Does not come with a cheat sheet at times. It just kind of lets you know what's going to come up, who's going to try to do what, who's going to try to hinder you. No, it doesn't work that way. Life, is going to be life, but it's how you react to what happens to you. It's how you react. It's how you react. It's how you react. Good evening, Miss Grimmage. I see you. Thank you for joining in. It's how you react. It's how you react to things that come up. You can't allow things to wayward you either way. You have to have a strong, sound mind. It is important for you to have a strong, sound mind. Repeat after me. I have a strong, sound mind. My mind has to be strong and solid because things are going to happen. Situations are going to occur. People will let you down, as my father would just he would tell me, people will let you down. They hurt your feelings. Their intentions may be good, but sometimes they have shortcomings. That's what happens with people. So understand, you got to trust God. And also you need to trust what's inside of yourself. So you got to know that you have purpose, you have promise. You wasn't born to look as well as you are and good as you look for no reason. You have gifts, you have understanding, you have perspectives and perceptions that you have been gifted with in order to keep this train and this program we call life moving. And so we need you. We need you. You matter. Your whole life matters. And so we need you to know that don't give up on yourself yet. Your future self depends on it. And people that are watching you depends on you. So I'm excited. We're excited. It is Fearless Fridays. So hopefully you did something that, something good in a progressive manner that made you feel a bit uncomfortable. Did you make that sales call that you always wanted to make? Or, young man that you like this woman, did you go and ask her for a telephone number today? Young ladies, did you position yourself to have a better job? I mean, what did you do today, to position yourself into a uncomfortable place that will be better for your tomorrow? So start looking at that. Start looking at that because you have promise. Listen, today I'm excited. We're excited. We've had her on the show before. The amazing Crystal Brown-Pinkney. Listen, last time we had her on, we was talking about her business. We talked about financial services and things that she's into, her career, and how she's booming with the biggest team in the world, I call them. But listen, right now, today, she's back to talk with all her high energy. Since we talked with her, she has now become a contributing author to an amazing book. Women Who Break Rules. I had a chance to really get involved and read her article, her portion, her contribution to this book, and it's very great. She told me before, it's not a lot, but no, it doesn't take a lot to pack a powerful punch. It doesn't take a lot to have the greatest words to say, but listen, it was very well written. She has great information. And so our questions and conversation tonight for a few minutes is going to be geared around what her book, her perspective, her feelings concerning life, women in business, and how she got her start from her career. So I'm eager to talk to everyone about that. So listen, we're going to go ahead and bring in the introductory music. And after that, we're going to hear from none other than Crystal Brown-Pinkney. This episode of K's Couch is brought to you and sponsored by Standard Magazine, where they encourage the entrepreneur and give hope to the common man. And subscribe. You can subscribe at www.standardmagsubscribe.global. Listen, so we're going to bring her on. Listen, it's happening today on the couch, K's Couch. Miss Pinkney, how you doing?
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Listen, we are doing great. It's been a day, but I'm excited. I'm excited still. The energy, the evil principalities, or however people really try to categorize it, try to hinder this conversation.
Come
But it
on.
couldn't stop the conversation from happening because somebody needs to hear what's going on.
Yes,
Someone
sir.
needs to hear what's happening in the world of superstar, super powerful Crystal Brown-Pinkney. So it's awesome to have you back on the show today.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all your kind words and your introduction. It was very, very good.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you so much. I want to tell you though, and I've been putting this in habit to talk to when I talk to everybody, talk to entrepreneurs and individuals that position themselves to be great for with a voice of influence. I want to thank you for the things that you've been through and reading your book. Got a chance to really get to know you a little bit better, and the perspective behind how your mind works and how you position yourself to lead a team and your passions. So I want to thank you for allowing yourself to be vulnerable to your transitions and your leveling up and allowing yourself to make the decisions that you made to get you here. So we want to thank you for doing that. We appreciate you for that. And those decisions is what brung you to this current point, this current person that we have in front of us. So thank you for that.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. So we're not going to be long the time. Time is money, and I know you've had a busy week, busy day, and you're breaking it down to come and speak to us this evening. So
Yes,
thank you for that. Thank you for that.
thank you.
And so let's get right to it. So this book, like women who break rules. I want to hold this up. Women who breaks rules. This is a powerful book. This is pretty powerful. You packed a lot of punch in your segment and contribution to this book. So how did you feel, when it was, when it came up to being a part of this anthology? What were some of your thoughts?
I felt great. I
Oh yeah.
felt blessed. I felt that God had opened a door.
Okay. I
You
like
know,
that.
I joined the Women's Power Networking group 4 years ago.
Okay.
So when I joined, I didn't see this coming. Didn't know it was coming, but the
Mm,
seed to network with other business women were planted. It was planted, and we're supposed to plant and water, and God brings the increase. So I
absolutely.
praise God for the increase.
Absolutely. This is awesome. Contributing author to this great book. When I had the chance to read your segment, it was very powerful. It positioned me to really get to know the woman behind the smile, the woman behind the business, the woman beside the man, and the reasons why you push so hard as a business person. So I really want to get into some of these questions. So, women who break the rules, how would you define? If you can answer this for me, and I'm sure you can, how would you define that for today's woman? Women who break the rules. How can you define that for today's woman?
Yeah, for today's woman, breaking the rules is, as my chapter is titled, I am every woman.
Yep.
I can do all things that a woman is expected to do. I can be a mother. I'm not a biological mother, but I do have stepchildren. But
Hmm.
me representing women that do have children, you can be a mother, you could be a wife, you can be a business owner, you could be a community leader. You can do it all.
Hmm.
And God can give you the stamina, He can give you the temperament, He can give you the patience, He can give you the wisdom, and you can give yourselves the opportunity to be all things and not be stressed and not be pressed and not feel that you can't uh, get it done, because he equips us to get it done. So I want women to have hope. I want us to not put ourselves on the back burner. You always hear about a woman's dreams being deferred because she's raising children. Your dreams don't have to be deferred. You can raise your children and live your dreams at the same time.
I will agree with you. Um, there's nothing that should not get in. There's nothing that should get in the way of your dreams or what it is you desire out of your life. If you make up in your mind that you want something, regardless of having children, regardless of having a side business, if you want it, go after it. My mom and dad taught me that growing up because they never allotted anything to get in the way of what they feel was great for them. They showed us. My mom was, and still is, God bless her, still here with us. She was an individual who worked hard. She had 2 jobs, and well, I'm gonna say 3. As a teacher, she taught school. She worked part-time at Walmart. On the weekends, she was a cosmetologist, so she did hair. And so with children, and then on ready to go to church Sunday morning, so if you want something, father the same way, pastor, social worker, worked overnight and then part-time until he retired from his jobs. Then he went full-time, part-time maintenance man at apartment complex. So if you want something, nothing will get in the way. And I really promote the education of a woman because it's you guys that has first touch of life inside of you. So it is the efficiency of that child on within that has first touch with the mom. So that baby will never go no higher in education, if the mother doesn't take her mindset higher. Right. So that baby will never go no higher than the mother. If she doesn't instill it in that baby, listen, that baby will be right there. Right. So I really can appreciate your definition on women breaking the rules in today's time. You can't be afraid, women. Women today, you cannot be afraid. We have perfect proof right here in front of us. Miss Crystal Brown-Pinkney, listen, K's Couch is brought to you by Standard Magazine. Now, Crystal, listen, I do have another question. And the question is, now in this book, Women Who Breaks Rules. I want to go back. We're going to most of our questions are going to be coming for this book because we know that you're a successful woman in the financial services, and feel free before we go to say a little bit about that. But we're really going to be attacking this book. So your first introduction to the corporate world was working for 2 female co-owners of a marketing firm. What did that do for your confidence? What did it do for your confidence level in that work arena? What did it do for you?
Wow, it was a beyond a blessing, and this is in the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s. It was late 90s that I was working for an advertising agency, and it was owned by, as you said, 2 women, one African American, one Caucasian woman. But the fact that they were female owners and they made 6 figures was super impressive. I was excited, just imagine coming out of college, who doesn't want to, have a corporate career and make 6 figures? If you have a desire to be in business or to have a lavish career, getting to 6 figures is pretty impressive to American standards. I mean, 7 figures is better, but I mean,
right.
It was super impressive in the mid 90s to be mentored by women, and it was extra special that one was an African American female because she looked like me. That was something great to see, to have a model right in front of me of someone who stepped out on faith, built a business, and was successful and had a great track record of success. So it gave me oogobs of energy and excitement and expectation and anticipation of what I can do. So it was awesome.
That is awesome. It's just very rare.
I just made up a word, Carrie.
I know that.
I'm not it's all good. Oogobs.
Listen, I mean, it's awesome. Hey, listen, that's your feelings. I'm not here to judge. That's your word. That's cool. Oogobs. I like that. Oogobs. We're going to do that. Listen, I definitely love that. That is amazing. Listen, everybody, I'm going to share a little secret. You got to read the book, but listen, Crystal was an athlete. She was an athlete. I mean, a major basketball athlete. Not only that, you did field hockey too, right?
Field hockey and lacrosse.
See, look at that. That is amazing. And track. Yeah. Listen, okay. So, like I said, I told you I read the book. I
You
read the
did.
book.
You
I
did.
was reading. I read. It's important to get to know who I am talking to. Now, listen. With all this being said, as a dream chaser, faith walker, do you think if one would listen to that voice of God within,
Mm.
do you think many people would take more positive risk in their lives?
Absolutely.
Ooh, guys, I got to go ahead.
Yes. Yes. That level. That level. I mean, here's the deal. I mean, again, from my perspective, and again, I can't put anything else on anybody else. But
Understand?
God is the author and finisher of my faith. He is first.
Gotcha.
He orders my steps.
Hmm.
I've been saved. I've been bought with a price. I no
Hmm.
longer belong to myself. I have a mission here on earth to, give God glory and praise and be a good steward over all that He's given me
Absolutely.
and be a blessing to all I come in contact with. So, um, yes, I mean, I've been praying for the business that I've been building. I've been praying for my family. I've been praying for everything that I'm connected to. So if I listen to the voice of God, then yes, that would allow, and if more people would listen to the voice of God, then yes, more people would be equipped to do what they have been predestined to do. So I would definitely encourage us to all have that private talk and figure out, our destiny and be in alignment with the good Lord.
With the good Lord, I got you. I got you.
Just be in
Listen,
alignment. Yes.
I be in alignment.
And
You know,
it's
it's
not, we're not perfect. We
no, we're
don't make,
not.
it's not about perfection. It's about our strive. We have a desire and an intention and a motivation and a walk and towards righteousness and towards, goodness and doing what God would have us do. But, only what we do for Christ is going to last. That's my center. That's my
Hmm.
place. So I trust that, the things that I involve myself in, that I'm being blessed and appointed and anointed to do them. So his voice
Absolutely.
matters. Voice 100%
Absolutely.
matters.
Absolutely. And I asked this question because in the book, I seen where, you didn't want to take a certain level in the basketball situation when you went to camp. And so you went from being treated as an intermediate at that time because you were third captain. I'm not going to give all the information from the book, but when you went off, you decided to work hard to get to a different level. So I asked that question because when you allowed yourself to maneuver as you should, based on the decisions that you made in the story you gave about yourself, it means you allowed yourself to listen to your inner person, and you didn't want to accept, man's placement. And so you did not accept man's placement. And so in not accepting man's placement, you dug deep and listened to who you knew you were on the inside, and to let yourself go from one level to the next.
Amen.
And that
Right.
and that brung you to where you are. And so keeping that same mentality, that's amazing. Listen, I told you I read the book. I read the
Yeah,
book.
you on it.
We read
I
the book.
believe Jesus.
Listen, women who
Break
breaks
rules.
rules. You
Yes.
need to, young
Ah,
ladies, if you guys haven't got this book, listen, get the book. Other stories in here are great too, but I'm
yes,
not speaking
they
to
are.
them yet. I am speaking right now to Mrs. Crystal Brown-Pinkney. Shouts out to your husband. Shouts out to a
Yes.
man that actually allows your fire to flame. A lot of men don't
Yes.
allow that to be so. Mr. Pinkney, shouts out to you. Allowing this young
Mm.
lady to blossom and flame like she should.
Yes, he's
So that's
special.
all. He's special. Okay, I got you. I know he is. I know he is. So, question now, like, okay, so now being an athlete, positioning yourself in different places, listening to these voices, positive voices, and to these positive coaches that you had in your life,
Right.
it pushed you to different places, to different mindsets, to different mind spaces that put you in uncomfortable scenarios to make you greater. Now, do you now feel that you have arrived to that significant coach status for your team right now?
I believe I'm on my way. I
Okay.
believe I have made many strides, especially last year with us, making some major moves in our business, hitting some major milestones, achieving some great levels of success within the business. That couldn't have happened without leadership being improved and my coaching being better and growing. I'm one of those people, Carrie. It's kind of hard to, they say on a scale of 1 to 10, I rarely give myself a 10. I feel like there's always room for improvement.
Gotcha.
So, if I say I'm an 8, 8.5, somewhere in there, some days it may be a 7.5, but I am definitely striving and I'm definitely moving in the right direction. And our organization has grown. My leadership, we went from 2019 recruiting 70 people to 2020 recruiting over 170 people. So
wow,
we we're up in every area last year, and we may have had some help. The country was in crisis, and people were looking for answers. But I believe that all the years that I've been in business and the mentoring that I've been doing, I was ready to receive that door, the opening of that amount of people, and to be able to build relationships with folks and really show your heart. And people don't want to know how much you know until you show them how much you care.
That's
and
exactly
so being
right.
able to show people that you care, being able to spend time and mentor and develop people, and then begin to see success in those people. That's what it's all about. It's not about what you do; it's about what you can help get done for others. And so it's a wonderful ride. And as I did put in the book, Carrie, our team is growing, and was continuously growing, and my focus is on them. My focus is about helping to develop them, helping them to hit some of the milestones I hit, and then go even beyond. So
I love that. And so you hit on your quote that you have that I read. So I told you I read the book. The sign of a true leader is not just selling for what happens to you, but recognizing what you can help make happen for others. So you exemplify that with your team. So you exemplify that as a business leader. So not only do you just quote great word, you live the great word. So I think that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. I told you I read the book. I read.
Yeah, you on it.
I told you I read.
Carrie, my friend. Looking out for me. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So listen, this is going to bring us up to, we're wrapping up a little bit. I know, like I said, time is money. Phone's ringing. They're still calling it. So just to kind of, I want to just hit touch on some points of the book to really position people to really be intrigued enough to buy it, because it's important. If this was your book, you will want someone to patronize and read your story. So now, be a support. Let's purchase this book. Women Who Break Rules. All right. So listen, everyone has a role model in their life. I have mine. I didn't have to search far for mine. And so what I found out in reading here, it says your father broke the rules first. Now, he owned his own business. What type of influence, even today, does that play on your push for greater in your life and legacy?
I'm sorry, Carrie.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Listen, life happens. Life happens. Listen, while she's taking that break and taking that, I need everybody to buy this book.
Can you repeat the question? I'm good.
You good? You back? Okay, good. All right. Okay. All right. Your father broke the rules first. He broke the rules first, owning his own business. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you a question. What type of influence, even today, does that play on your push for greater in your life and in your legacy? What kind of influence does that play on you right now? Your father breaking the rules first. How's that still helping you?
I just believe it's the fuel that's within me. I think in my DNA is my father's work ethic. In my DNA is my father's commitment. In my DNA is his dedication to excellence. Something that I believe directly transferred from my father. Some years ago, it was laid on my heart. God laid it on my heart to come up with a .com called Living Beyond the Bills.
Love it. Okay. Okay.
Being in the financial field, that is the point. We need to get to a place where we live beyond the bills. Like
Mm-hmm.
folks are working to pay the mortgage, we're working to pay the car note, and
Absolutely.
every day we're waking up just to pay the bill. And
Mm-hmm.
who is Bill anyway? And he don't even have a last name, so that's annoying. But anyway, you know, so we want to get beyond that. We want to get beyond the bills, right? And so when
Absolutely.
I interviewed my mom for the book, it was such an awesome experience, Carrie, to interview my mom. And I
I can
shared that with
imagine.
you briefly last time that we
You
met.
you
But
did.
that was good because she just has a wealth of knowledge across the board, but of course about my father.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is 84 and she has a memory that's impeccable.
Love that.
And she tells this story about my father working on a job site, walking on a job site, working, just start working. As
Wow.
if that was his job. And because he went there as if it was a job, they hired him.
Wow.
And my dad always had a full-time job and his side business. And she said this line. She said, yeah, well, your dad, your father, he never believed in just having enough to pay the bills.
Mm. Wow.
She tells me this, what, the top of this year, the end of last year, as I was wrapping up the book. I
Wow.
came up with Be Living Beyond the Bills 3 years ago.
Oh wow. Wow.
And I had no idea that he said that, or that, I mean,
Wow.
it's not the furthest thing. I mean, a lot of people that are ambitious, would have that position. I don't want to live check to check. But the
Right.
fact that she used that same language,
Right.
and that's what I came up with, is that's it's just in me. So my father is such, I believe the torch has been passed on to me. And I'm the youngest of five. I mean, of six. Sorry, I have
Mm-hmm.
5 brothers and sisters. That's what I was thinking. But
Gotcha.
I'm the only other one that is an entrepreneur outside of my father. Um,
Hmm.
my brother was working with my mom and my dad in the early
Mm-hmm.
years, and they all have great work ethic. But yeah, it was passed off to me, I believe, to take this route. It's in my DNA. Yes, so I'm excited.
Absolutely. Shouts out to Shira. Understand that I am definitely fascinated with this conversation. And I'll tell you what really got me about your dad's business, that I think it was in business for over 51 years.
Yes. Yes.
Man, that is amazing
Yes.
to be able to do that. And then, you shared something in the book that your startup business um, came out the same times. It was something kind of correlated
Yeah.
in the book.
Same age.
Yeah, same age. And so I thought that was very significant as well. So
Yes.
listen, I want you to keep up the great work. Like I said, everybody, I need you guys to purchase break Women Who Break Rules. You will not be disappointed in what Crystal has to say on her segment. I kind of talked about some major things and really wanted to talk and ask questions around the information that I gathered from reading. And it was very, very, very good. And I definitely look for greater things from you, greater conversations from you. And also, I won't be surprised when your team hits 250 enrollees. That I see where the passion and the fire comes from. So listen, you have something really to treasure and to be honored about. So kind of give us a shout out to your business. What do you do? Talk to us about that.
Yeah. Well, yes, I actually wanted to make an announcement, Carrie, if that's okay.
That's fine. Go ahead.
That really actually ties what the book and what I'm doing together.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So I appreciate you and you sharing the details of the book. And the book is awesome, and all 8 women who contributed to this book have something powerful to say.
Mhm.
My team, we read the book. We just finished reading the book as a team. I have a Wise
Mm.
Minds Alliance group within my organization, and we read this book over the last 15 days as a team.
Great.
Each author's stories, everybody had something unique to share. Everybody's writing style was absolutely phenomenal, and it was
Gotcha.
impactful. But I am having my first book signing.
Awesome.
This is a live and virtual event. So if
Okay.
you're not in the Philadelphia tri-state area, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware area, we know you physically cannot be with us, but you can still be with us virtually. And if you
Okay.
follow me on, downtown Crystal Brown on my IG, or go to my Facebook page, Crystal Brown-Pinkney, you will see the links, you will see the advertisements, you will see the announcements of the Zoom link for the event. We're going to do a portion of the book signing live on Facebook, and then it's a double part program. The first part is a book signing, Carrie. The
Okay.
second part is a team opportunity meeting, our business showcase, where we're going to
Okay.
share our business opportunity. We are looking for folks who want to earn some additional income part-time,
Okay.
working your own schedule, working from home, building a business. We'll train you, help you to build a business. So we're going to do a mini opportunity meeting from 7:30 to 8. And then
Okay.
I'm doing an awards, a team awards spectacle.
Absolutely.
Carrie, I get to celebrate my team, who we, in this pandemic 2020 year, we did not have any live events. So this is our first live office event. And
Wow.
we expect to have, a lot of the teammates from 2020 and 2021 physically in the building, and they're going to get recognized for everything that they've done in the last year and a half. 15 months. It's been since February of 2020 that haven't been in the office. So,
Wow.
so we're excited. I have books. They just came in today, Carrie.
Absolutely.
Got 3 books
Congratulations.
ordered, sent to my house, and they are ready
Congratulations.
for the book signing on that day. You can come and get your book signed, and we're going to share some sentiments from the book and interview some folks, and have a great time. Mix and mingle, food, fun, fellowship, and fundamentals, and it's going to be exciting. So I just encourage you all, if you want to learn more about our business, plug into that event it's July 27th, Tuesday, July 27th, 6 to 9 p.m. And you will see the details of that if you go to my pages.
Absolutely. Listen, you heard it here first from the amazing Crystal Brown-Pinkney. In her words, is the sign of a true leader is not just settling for what happens to you, but recognizing what you can help make happen for others. Listen, you're truly doing that. It's showcased in your work, showcasing in your book and contribution. Listen, Crystal, you are an amazing person. Listen, everybody, this has been your episode of K's Couch, talking to Crystal Brown-Pinkney, sponsored by Standard Magazine, where we encourage the entrepreneur and give hope to the common man. You too can have your own life. You too can be your own boss. Just have the courage to jump out there. So this has been your boy K Rev. Live life, live love, live life, and live love. You only have one life. I want you guys to enjoy yourself, enjoy your weekend, and I'll be talking with you next week. It happened on the couch, K's Couch. Hang out with me real quick for Crystal. All right.